Crunch, your weekly video game podcast. My name is Mike Anastasia, and with me tonight we have Brandon.
No, you don't.
Joke only works
I'm
for
not
a
here.
week. Yep, no, it doesn't work. Not this week, sorry.
Okay.
And then Nick.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do. And this week, I don't really know what anyone's been playing. There's a bit of Nintendo news, because they just announced a bunch of stuff today. I don't really have anything exciting to talk about. Brandon's got Zombie, apparently. The Black Ops 3 beta.
Yeah.
Nick's pretending to play games. And there we are. You guys ready to get started?
Yes.
All right. Who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I don't care. You pick.
I'll go first then.
Okay.
I don't have much to talk about, to be honest. So, I have been still playing Grabbed by the Ghoulies very slowly. Because the game pushes my patience I turned on that game last night, and I played it for 5 minutes before I got angry and turned off the Xbox again. Like, it's so aggravating. I really do not like this game, and I'm going to finish it. But it is, you know what? We should make an award for Donkey Kong 64 of the year. That is what I would give Grabbed by the Ghoulies Rare Replay Edition, because it just makes me so angry. And yeah, it's so frustrating. Like it's bogged down, and it's like super repetitive game mechanics, and then it gives you like this frustrating, like maybe I missed something. Like there was this one challenge the other day. Like I said, every room you go into has a separate challenge, and you have like a brand new amount of life, and that's what you have to do to beat everything. I walked in this room, and it had like, I don't remember, like the most annoying enemy you could imagine. I don't remember what it was, but it's like you can only beat them. Like they had 3 different things. You can only beat them with hand-to-hand combat, and then it was like then you can only beat them with items. I don't even remember what the third one was, but it didn't really matter that much. Because if you hit them with your hand, then obviously you didn't only use items. So that ruined the completion, and then the Reaper came out, and then you still had to kill things. Or if you used items, vice versa, you failed for not using only hand-to-hand combat, and then the Reaper came out. And it just made me really angry. But I got past that room, but the game just pulls shit like this all the time. There's probably some clever trick to beating it, but it's frustrating, and I don't know why it's like that. So, the rest of what I've been playing is stuff that I've already been talking about a lot this year. I went back into Splatoon. Pretty hardcore, actually. I like that game a lot. Splatoon is awesome. I still haven't even played the ranked battles. I just love Turf War so much. So, I'm going through and I'm upgrading new items. And did you guys hear about the new Splatfest? I don't know, like even if you're not a fan of Splatoon, I think it's awesome.
The Transformers?
Yeah, it's the Transformers one.
I feel like an idiot because I completely missed out in the test fire this weekend.
Wait, what? Someone tell me, please.
Tell you what.
Transformers what? What are we talking about?
It's Autobots vs. Decepticons,
Oh
Brandon.
my god, that's great. That's great.
I might have to buy the game just for that, then return it.
Yeah, I'm totally Team Decepticons, because that is the way you have to be. So, and I like the way it works, too. I think we've talked about it before, but with Splatfest, the way it works is you go and you sign up for the team you want to be in, Autobots or Decepticons. I chose Decepticons. And then they give you a t-shirt to wear, and then you have all week to like upgrade the skills on the shirt, and then you battle on Saturday. So,
do you get to keep the shirt?
No, but I've heard people say for this one especially that they hope they make an exception, and that would be amazing because this is an awesome t-shirt. So, go Team Decepticon. So,
I think they could do more like that in the future, like Mario versus Bowser, or like.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Japan they have like competing flavors of ramen on there. So,
if they brought Splatfest to America, it was beef or chicken ramen, I'd buy that game right the fuck away. Like Team Chicken all the way.
Beef. Oh shit, we're going not see eye to eye.
Let's see. The first one they did was cats versus dogs. Then they did roller coasters versus water slides. Then they did marshmallows versus hot dogs. And then now it's Transformers, which seems like a big leap from the other ones, but yeah, no, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, because you go from marshmallows to hot dogs to car robots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other things I noticed they did with Splatoon, I really like the fact that the music changes from match to match now. Like it used to be, you always heard the same music, like all the time, and now it changes every time you play it. Like it seems like they added a bunch more tracks to the game. which is pretty nice. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of new weapons, a whole bunch of new outfits and stuff, but otherwise it's still an awesome game. And I feel like every week this game just gets more and more value, and I love it. It's like my favorite 3-minute game. I'll just put it in, play like a couple 3-minute matches, and then it turns into a whole night of 3-minute matches. But I love it. And the last thing I've been playing, and I know I talked about this last week too, but I just went back to it a lot again, is I went back to the Jackbox Party Pack, and I've been playing You Don't Know Jack like crazy. I am so addicted to You Don't Know Jack right now. And, have you guys played a You Don't Know Jack game recently?
The only games I've played in Jackbox Party Pack are Drawful, which I love.
Yeah, Drawful's great.
And Fibbage.
You haven't played You Don't Know Jack?
I haven't played You Don't Know Jack. I also haven't played Quiplash yet.
I haven't played Quiplash either. I don't
Quiplash, I've heard, is really good for streaming. Because it actually gets people to, get way more involved than the other games do. The audience.
There is one more game, though, Nick, and it's really stupid. I don't like it. What is it?
I don't know what it is.
It's the fly lies. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, that one I don't like that much. It's kind of boring. But yeah, You Don't Know Jack's great. It's like a trivia game, and it makes fun of you. And the trivia is just ridiculous. So, but it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I've been playing that. So I had this episode the other day, and it just made me laugh. And it was talking about Paul Rudd the whole time. And Cookie Masterson's like, Paul Rudd's gonna be coming here any minute. And then there's all these jokes around it. And then you guys know the Jack attack at the end. Well, Nick, you probably don't, but Brandon, you do.
I do now, yes.
So basically, the Jack attack at the end, what it will do is it will give you a clue, and it will be I don't know. Usually they're really cleverly written. I can't think of any good ones right now, but they'll basically be like, this is the disguise that this person used in this movie, or as a bank robber or something. And then you'll see the movie, and then it will show you all these different disguises, and it'll be for bank robbers, it'd be dead presidents and painters and clowns. Actually, the movie that came up in that thing yesterday that I remember was that the Dark Knight movie, and the clowns was the answer for that one. So that popped up, and you hit the button, and it's clowns. Well, in the Paul Rudd one, the clue was not Paul Rudd, because he was so angry at him through the whole episode. So then it would give you star of this TV show, and then it would be Paul Rudd, Paul Rudd, Paul Rudd, and then the real answer would pop up, and it'd be Paul Rudd again. It was ridiculous. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so it's called the Irreverent Trivia Game, and it is for a reason, because it's just ridiculous and it's fun, and everyone should try it. Nick, you have no reason, and I don't think it'll be on sale.
Didn't that just go on sale?
It is. It's on sale. The Jackbox Party Pack is on sale right now for $8. But I think
$8. I'll probably get it then.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be over by the time this podcast goes live.
It's okay, because past Monday me will buy it.
Yeah.
So suck it, everybody, on Friday.
But yeah, no, it's a great deal. So it's really funny. Actually, then you have the dis or dats. I actually ended up with one the other day that was it seemed like it literally was written from me, because it was it was acronyms. It was is it a video game acronym, or is it an acronym that, at least for me, I would use literally every day in my job? And I was playing against my sister, and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is so rigged. You video games or this."
Wait, what was the acronym?
It was it would be for example, it'd be FPS, and it'd be is it a video game acronym, or is it this other acronym? And yeah, I literally, the other acronyms are ones I use for work. So, it's oh, this is really, really easy. So, but you get things like that, or it'll be is this a James Bond film, or is this a sexual position? And you have to, they're all ridiculous like that. Seriously, it's the funniest game. And it's more fun if you have more people. You get, Scrooge, you can force people to answer questions.
All I could think of when you said that was Octopussy.
Is it bad that I thought the same one?
And then they have, too, the wrong answer of the game, which is something... They didn't used to do that in, classic...
Not gonna lie, Quantum of Solace also sounds like a very hardcore sexual position.
But yeah, so they had the wrong answer to the game, and they'll have like a sponsor, and the sponsor will be like some ridiculous like fake consumer product. Like what was it? I had one the other day. It was like sculpting by numbers, and so you have to at some point during that game there will be a wrong answer which relates to the.
I love the wrong answer of the game.
Yeah, and so you have to pick it, and like sometimes you'll be like, "Oh, I got the wrong answer," then you'll be like, "Oh, I fucking got the wrong answer, baby."
And sometimes, like, when you're playing with friends, like, I used to play this multiplayer all the time, and when you get the wrong answer, they're like, haha, you got the wrong answer, you fucking idiot. And you're like, actually. And then he's like, and you just got the wrong answer to the game. You're like, yeah, suck it, random friend who's playing with me.
Yeah. I wish You Don't Know Jack was more streaming friendly, because you'd get killed by the time difference on that one. But yeah, no, it is a lot of fun. So I do recommend playing that if you were lucky enough to pick it up on sale. Or if not, just watch out and look for it again, because it is a game that's worth playing. I bet they'll do another Jackbox Party Pack this year, too. I wouldn't be surprised if they have enough stuff to put into it. I don't know. But, hey, totally worth looking into. And it's a great party game. Like I said, you get all 5 games on there. And for multiplayer, you just use your cell phones. Like, anyone can play. It's fucking awesome.
That's what I love the most about that, is you just use any iDevice. It's like, all right, go to this website.
Not even iDevice. Like, literally, you could use...
Well, I use iDevice in the sense of, like, phones, tablets, like, anything that's internet connected. That has, like, a browser.
You could use, like, your 3DS, theoretically. So, it's awesome.
I want to try that now.
I don't see why you couldn't. I bet you could.
Maybe. We'll have to see. I mean, we'll have to try it. So.
But, like I said, I've just been bogged down on old stuff, so I don't really have that much to talk about right now. I'll have Until Dawn next week. And I got new amiibos today, but I think we'll talk about that later, because there's a lot of amiibo news later. But, so I'm done. Who wants to go?
I guess I'll go.
Alright, let's make fun of it.
Alright, so
I'm playing a tablet game currently, so I was like...
I'm
spaced out.
You're playing Fallout Shelter, aren't you?
No, I actually found this new tablet. I'll explain it when it's my turn.
Alright. I played 2 games this past week. One I am loving to death, and one I am hating with every fiber of my being.
Tell me you're hating Peace Walker and loving Zelda II, because that would be ironic.
It would be very ironic. But no, I am loving Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
I fucking love that game.
As soon as I started it up, I was like, alright, whatever. It looks really good for a PSP game.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish it was on PS3 to begin with, because I feel like they could have done more of it.
Mm-hmm.
But they fixed a lot of what I hated in Metal Gear Solid 3. And don't get me wrong, I really liked Metal Gear Solid 3. It's just they added, crouch walking. They made shooting your gun and just using things in general a lot more easier.
Yeah.
You should play Ground Zeroes.
I did play Ground Zeroes.
I love Ground Zeroes. It's good.
But yeah,
I know. Ground Zeroes made playing Ground Zeroes made me want to play the rest of the series and seeing 5. I really love the whole mother base thing, that you can build basically your own like outposts, and you can pull people from the.
That's already
I know.
Confirmed. That's kind of awesome.
So like what I love the most is like I can go through a level, and I can just wound people, fulton them back to my base, and just start building my base up.
Yeah, I love that too, because that's the other thing too we were talking about last week too. We're like Metal Gear, like we don't really like stealth games, and Metal Gear lets you kind of play your own way. Like the thing I love about the Fultons is you could just like run up, shoot someone in the face, and then Fulton them away. Then they can't come back and get you later. Or you know,
and it works really well for stealth too, because like you can knock somebody out, Fulton them out, and then when the other person comes around to make their rounds, they don't see that person.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to hide them anywhere. It's fantastic. And I
also that was introduced in Peace Walker, then.
Yeah,
that's neat.
Basically,
never played Peace Walker.
A lot of things from Peace Walker are being carried over into 5. Lot of things.
Is Peace Walker expensive on Vita?
I don't think well, no, I guess you can play it. It's the PSP version, and it probably is expensive.
I got the collection. I got the collection for free when GameStop was doing a buy 2 get 1 sale. You can also probably get the Metal Gear Solid box for like $50 now too.
Because I have a feeling if I play 5 and haven't played Peace Walker, I might be a little bit lost.
The only reason I'm playing Peace Walker, I'm playing 3 and Peace Walker in that order because it builds up the story for Big Boss.
Oh yeah, the rumor is like this takes place immediately after Peace Walker, though. That's why I'm saying it might be a little bit lost.
But I don't think there's so much story that you wouldn't be able to get it. Like, it's a fun game, but it's not super story heavy, and it looks like it's $20 on PS3. And PSP.
This week. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll get that this week.
Well, what I don't understand is that they put that collection on PS3 and it came with all the games, including the PSP game, and then when they put it on the Vita, it doesn't come with the PSP game.
Yeah, it's weird.
That just seems silly. Like, I figured they'd knock off 2 and give you 3 in Peace Walker because it would make sense because they're canon, basically, in a sense. But
2 kind of isn't.
Well, because here's the thing. The story of Metal Gear starts at 3, so it goes like 3, Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, 5, and I'm skipping the NES games. 5, 1, 2, 4.
There's also another PSP game, too, but
was that just like an online Metal Gear Online or whatever the fuck?
It did have a little bit of story, but most people just seem to skip over it. So it doesn't seem like it's. I don't think Kojima considers it part of the main series. Actually, I don't even know how much Kojima worked on that one. I feel like it's like the main continuity is Peace Walker, but not the other one. Like it's a Metal Gear Solid game, but it's not like the big deal. So,
another thing I really love is navigating Peace Walker is also a lot easier. You actually have a map. You can see where you're going, and you can see all the routes that connect. So when you go from point A to point B, you actually see, all right, this is here. Here's the path I'm taking, and here's where I gotta go. Perfect. And it's not. At least I haven't come across this yet. Whereas in 3, like everything's kind of wide open. You have to really look for where you're going. Peace Walker seems more streamlined in the sense of, all right, just walk straight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Eventually get to where you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
The complaints I have so far about it are the boss battles are very unimaginative for Metal Gear standards. The 2 tanks that I fought and some other boss that I fought they kind of just seem very simple and not really well thought out.
Did you fight any of the real bosses yet?
I finished chapter 1.
So you fought I don't remember what bug form it was.
The pupa.
Yeah, okay, so you did fight one of those?
Which that boss battle is funny because the pupa sings the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So I fought pupa. There was something I was going to mention. Back to the Fulton thing. There's a point, and there's a plot point that I'm not going to spoil, but at one point you're searching through some trucks, and you might have found him, Mike, I don't know. But you remember the part where you're searching in the trucks for the thing? Quote, thing?
Sure.
In one of the trucks is Hideo Kojima. And you can, if you find him in the truck, you can Fulton him back to your base and have him in your base.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know.
Yeah. It's actually really fun. He has really high intel and R&D skill, if I remember. No, intel and medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. But it's just really funny because like Snake opens the back of the door and he just goes, Mr. Kojima, and then like you just hear a Fulton noise. But I'm really enjoying that game so far, like a lot more than I thought I was gonna.
Yeah, like I said, it's such a nice surprise when you go and sit down and play it. Like the thing is too, it's like it's so wonderfully paced too because it's got like it's made to be a handheld game, so it's not made to like suck your time away. It's made to just be like, oh, you got 10 minutes here, just go and do this mission fast, and you can just sit down and play it, and then you'll be like, oh, I still have 2 hours left to play, and then you just like fucking dump time into it. But I never felt like.
Apparently, they kind of did the same thing for 5. Like, you can dump as much time as you want into it and everything, but at the same time, instead of giving you, like, a long-ass, drawn-out fucking cutscenes that last, like, 60 minutes, they give you, like, 5, 10-minute cutscenes, and that's, like, it for all of 5.
Which is fine. That's kind of what they do in Peace Walker.
And that sounds great.
Because Peace Walker has, like, these little... They're cutscenes, but they're weird. And I like it and I don't, because it makes sense the way they do it. The cutscenes are made up to look like comic books, which it's nice, and it makes sense because if you think about it, PSP probably can't really...
They did that in Metal Gear Acid. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that there's probably more of a limitation of a system in that case.
Yeah,
but
which it's smart to go that way because they using the PSP, I obviously probably couldn't use or make a good enough looking cutscene. They're like, well, let's just do this. And even in those cutscenes, you can kind of see like maybe it's because it's just blown up on the PS3. You can just see like minor imperfections, but otherwise it makes sense. But you know, it is what it is. But I finished chapter 1 last night. I think there's 5 chapters in the game, but I am loving it, and I probably will finish. I'll probably finish this faster than I finished 3, because I actually want to play this game more than I wanted to play 3, because 3 was fun. It just Peace Walker has more things that I like doing in it, like I said, crouch walking, and just the overall gameplay aspect of it is a lot easier. So
yeah,
including sneaking. I'm actually a lot more stealthy in this game.
Yeah, I am
Whereas
too.
in 3, I was like, I would duck, somebody would see me, I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. Pull out the LMG and just start screaming and shooting.
Well, the other thing with this, too, is, like, I mean, you're back in the jungle again, but, like, usually when I ended up getting caught, it wasn't because I was bad at sneaking, it's because someone was really well fucking hidden. Like, they do hide some people really well in the Vita game, or the Peace Walker.
But, like, the sonar system's a whole lot better in this, because you actually can see how loud you're being when you're walking, and you can also see how close somebody is to you. And they have like different colors, so if it's like red, they're really close to you, and depending on how fast the actual screen itself around the sonar is vibrating is how much noise you're making. So it's a lot easier to judge how noisy you're being.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I never used it, although I did end up using like the Walkman all the time because I liked listening to the other music that they had. I like this super dramatic like Metal Gear song, and I just kept listening to that a lot.
So I am absolutely loving this game. The other game that I played that makes me want to friggin' rip my hair out, Zelda II.
How far have you gotten?
I beat Horseman in the beginning.
Is that the first boss?
That's the first dungeon. I'm on my way to the second one.
I think you have, what, 6 more to go at least?
I think so.
Yeah.
I forget where I was last at, but yeah, it took me a little bit to get to get through the first dungeon, because it's just like, whereas some of the enemies in Zelda 1 were really annoying, I could still kind of like sneak by them. The enemies in Zelda 2 just don't play that shit.
Well, the thing is, though, with Zelda 2 enemies is, at least for me, maybe it's just me because I played the game like a lot back when I got it originally. There are ways to cheat those enemies too. You kind of just have to know how to time your jumps and like sword hits right. But
like the enemies that when you touch them, they steal your EXP and you get no EXP for killing them. Like, come on.
I have no. Oh, are you talking, like, aren't those things like one hit kill though, or something silly?
They're one hit kill, but like I've noticed, I'm not sure if it's just on the 3DS, but there's a slight delay in everything. So like I think I'm pressing this like the button to kill, and it doesn't.
There's probably a little bit of a delay, but I don't think it's the DS. I think they just kind of... Nintendo likes to make those ports nearly as perfect as possible.
The controls in that game seem a lot looser and shittier than Zelda 1. Like, jumping, you have like a slide almost to your jump now.
Yeah, it's a very odd jump.
But the enemy that has annoyed me the most so far are the knights, that like you have to almost fool them to even get a hit in on them.
Oh, the ones with the shields?
That, like, yeah, they move their shield up and down. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
because
those are the
you
ones...
you hit them, and it's just, oh my god.
Yeah, those ones are the ones I usually trick into, like... I'll usually, like, run at them and jump at their heads, and then run back, and then jump at their heads again. Like, those ones I can get through, like, pretty easily. But, like I said, this game has an RPG system, so it's a good idea to grind early. Because every time you beat a dungeon, you get a free level up, no matter what. So
I might have to do that, because it's like, it's almost unbearable. Like, I really considered dropping this game, but I'm like, no, I have to beat it. I beat Metroid NES, I can beat this fucking game. And
you won't beat it, but but if you do want to beat it, I actually do like the map.
There is some very, very like obscure bullshit that you have to do later in game that isn't really told to you.
I'm using a guide for the first 2 Zeldas anyway, just because if I don't, I will probably spend.
Yeah, you pretty much have to. But yeah, I mean, the one thing I would say, honestly, the max level for each of your, because there's the 3 different attributes you can level up. The max level for each is 8. So just grind it up like early, and then just kind of. Death Mountain is after the second dungeon, I think, before the third one.
Yeah, Death Mountain is second. That's where I'm heading towards.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of places in there that are actually pretty good to level up. There's like one monster in particular that I remember, and I can't really tell you where he is, but I used to be able to like grind him for like a ton of experience. So if you're lost in there, it might not be a bad idea just to kind of like run around in circles and just grind. So, I mean, worst case scenario, you just end up back at the beginning if you die. But
yeah.
At least
I might just have to do that though, because it's like I lost count about how many times I went through the first dungeon, because in this game it seems like it's a lot of you have to remember what you did before.
Yep.
To get through, and it's just very tedious and to the point of not being fun. But I know once I beat this, I'll be able to play A Link to the Past. I'm like, all right, so my sweet Super Nintendo release is coming.
You know, if you want to be a true champion, you should play the Japanese version of Link to Zelda 2.
I am not. After I beat Zelda 2, I am never playing this game again. It's honestly that painful.
They changed so much stuff. It was like ridiculous. Let me see if I can see it fast. Like they made it like baby mode compared to the Japanese one. Let's see. Where is it? Blah blah blah.
It's alternatively though, I do have to say, and it's always been this for me because I watched this gameplay when I was younger, obviously. Zelda 2 has some of my favorite music of the series. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was really good. Comparatively to the first one, anyway. First one didn't really have that much. But I don't know when I'm going to beat Zelda 2. So, it's probably going to be one of those games where I pick up... I'm probably going to start grinding. I'll probably pick it up whenever I'm bored, grind for an hour, put it back down, grind for an hour, put it back down, and then try to continue through the game and not kill myself.
Listen, Nick, Game Grumps beat this, so you've gotta beat this.
So listen to this, Nick. This is from the Japanese version. So, when you go up in level, you can choose any category to improve at any time. In the US version, as you know, each category has separate point requirements, which means that when you level up in the Japanese version, you can choose whichever one you want, but with the US version, you have to go with the specific one.
Yeah.
However, there is a catch. And the catch is, in the Japanese version, when you die and have to continue, your 3 levels will be evened out equal to that of whichever was the lowest before you died. Oh. So if you have 5 attack, 4 magic, and 3 life, and then you run out of lives, all 3 will be reduced to 3 when you continue.
Oh, no, I would never play that game. I'd be like, fuck this shit. I'm done.
Oh.
That is bullshit. It's enough that I lose all my EXP when I die, but to get reset back to my... No, fuck you. I'm not playing that shit. Have you played it?
The Japanese version?
Yes.
Fuck no. There is 0 chance. Actually, it's really funny. The screen or the FAQ I just pulled up was written by John Ricciardi, who works at 8.4. He wrote it in 2003, which was a long time ago. So that was so nice. But yeah, I'm never playing that game because it would make me kill everyone. So
I'll probably finish Peace Walker, and then I'll look at my 3DS and be like, do I want to subject myself to this?
You'll never finish it. I'm calling it now. I mean, you never finished
I'm going to finish it. No, if I can finish...
You can finish Bloodborne or Metroid Prime Echoes or...
I will finish. I will not let this game beat me.
Okay.
Because this is bullshit, and I will fucking finish this.
Okay. All right. We'll see how it goes.
So other than those 2 video games, I played... I played this game before, but I've played it more recently, and I just want to talk about it because I actually really love this game. Mm-hmm. Cards Against Humanity.
Of course. It's a great game.
I'm sure you played it. Brandon, have you played it?
I've only ever played it while drunk, so I've played it.
It's okay, because it's more fun when you're drunk.
Yeah, without a doubt.
When I first played it, there was a few expansion packs out, and then my friends got a lot of the expansions. My favorite expansion is they came out with a box expansion, where they basically remade a whole bunch of cards, but replaced choice words with the word box, as well as adding new cards. So there's George W. Box, small box. There's one card that it's a box who is sentient and realizes he's a box and wishes he was no longer a box. And we were playing. It's a fun game to play with friends. Me and my friends are all playing it. And one of my favorite cards now, after I first saw it, because it's the first one I ever saw it played, is a base drop so huge it tears the starry vault asunder to reveal the face of God. My friend played that, and I was like, Jesus Christ, funniest fucking thing I've heard tonight. Probably because I was a little drunk. But otherwise, very fun game. Also I won't say very expensive because you don't have to buy every expansion pack, but it kind of suffers from the same issue that Fibbage suffers from, Where after a while, it's like, all right, come on, I've seen this so many times.
Yeah,
so many combinations.
Play the free online browser version with people, or you could just play it on.
I like playing it in person, though. I like playing it in person with all my friends because it's just more fun that way. But other than obviously there's official expansions, there's also unofficial expansions. Crabs Adjust Humidity, which they're equally as funny in my opinion, and they are both the same white and black color, so they seamlessly kind of just blend into whatever you're using. So I'm really excited because I know MagFest usually has like a table where people just kind of drop in, drop out, play it. Mm-hmm. So I kind of want to join that this year just to kind of see how that goes. It'll be hilarious. So that is what real quick. I know you don't watch anime, Mike.
Nope.
Brandon, have you been watching a little anime called Shimonetta?
I have not. What is this?
Holy shit. How have you not heard of it? I'm surprised out of all people you have not heard of it.
Well, see, here's the thing. I only picked one anime up this season because I just don't have time with work and whatnot.
You're gonna want to
pick Gangsta. Gangsta's the best anime I've seen in fucking years. If you still haven't seen that, you watch that shit.
I'll give you a small synopsis of Shimonetta. The English translation is a boring world where the concept of a dirty joke does not. Oh my god,
a dirty joke does not. I have heard about this one. Okay. I didn't know the title of it. I just knew the English title of it. Holy shit.
Basically, this anime is in Japan, a law has gone out where everybody
it outlaws all dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Right?
It outlaws dirty jokes. Everybody has to be morally pure. Which in turn creates naughty terrorism.
But I heard about this before it released, so I thought this could go one or the other ways. And
they're actually getting yelled at in Japan. Really well. Right, the creators are getting yelled at in Japan because of how lewd it is, and the first few episodes are like, all right, this is funny and this is very raunchy and sexual. Episode 4 does something which I will talk to you after because it's very inappropriate.
Oh, you got me excited. I think I'm just gonna watch this show right away.
There's a terrorist, and what she does is all she wears is a white sheet, panties over her head, and as her terrorist attacks, she just goes into town and yells things. So she jumped on top of a train terminal and just shouted "big cock." I was like, as a terrorist attack, and it's hysterical. The whole anime, I've watched up to episode 5 so far, and
the whole thing I have to see this. It sounds amazing.
But it's also disgusting at some parts, and like I said, I will explain what is disgusting. Okay. But if you like anime and you don't have, how should I put this? If you aren't turned away or grossed out or appalled by overly sexual things, you will probably enjoy this show. So that is what I have been up to.
All right, that sounds cool. Guess what I got today, by the way? I haven't played it yet, but guess what I bought today?
Oop.
No, I bought One Piece Dynasty Warriors, which releases in a few hours, and I also bought Grandia 2 on Steam, the Anniversary Edition. The old Castle RPG that's also on PS2. Yeah, they released it on PC today. And it's an upgraded 1080p Japanese, not Japanese. Well, I mean, it does have English and Japanese audio now, but it's an Anniversary Edition that's up-resed and actually looks very nice. I'm super excited to play that later. But I guess we're going into me now.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things I've been playing, I'm going to get the good out of the way first before I go on my rant.
So you're not
talking
last
about 7 hours. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'll actually talk about Zombie. It's going to be in the middle because that's not the worst game I've played all week.
It's very
Did you play Grab by the Ghoulies?
You probably had to play Grab by the Ghoulies. Or
I played Mad something. Max. I want to play Mad Max. Mad Max is good. Don't make fun of Mad Max. I know people that worked on that game.
Good.
Don't be a bitch. I know people that made that game. Don't be mean.
I'm sorry.
I haven't seen how bad it is yet. Is it bad?
I would assume it's a movie tie-in.
No, it's not. It actually is a sequel to the movie in video game.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of weird, but okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. It was being made alongside the movie, but it's to either a prequel or a sequel. I can't remember which.
I hope a prequel because a sequel would make news.
Well, it kind of would because there was a lot of shit that didn't go. Never mind. I watched it. Anyway. It was really good. So here's the thing. I'm playing a clicker game, which I recently got into. Huh?
Last of Us?
That's a good joke. I like it. No, there is a thing on tablet, which, by the way, I bought a tablet the other week or so. Katie also went out and bought the exact same one because she saw how good it was. And the clicker game's called Case Clicker. You guys know I like to play CSGO a lot. Yep. And I like to spend real money on the cases, and I get fucked over all the time. Well, they made a CSGO Case Clicker game where you tap for pennies, you build up your money, and then you buy cases, and the point of the game is to collect every weapon in CSGO, and they update it whenever real weapons in the game come out. It's actually pretty neat, and it's a lot of fun. And
seems
I've
grueling.
That. Huh?
That seems honestly like grueling.
Like it would take a long ass time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take a very long time. But they have like upgrades where you can upgrade them and all that good stuff, and like it works, and it's a lot of fun, and I like it. I've gotten one knife in it so far, so that's pretty cool. That's more than the amount of knives I have in real life, which are none. So it's also kind of a neat way of seeing how much everything's worth on the market without having to pay real money for it, which is pretty cool. So I'm a fan of that so far. I've been playing that. I also played more Fallout Shelter. And more Dragon Quest V, which was a lot of fun, actually. And then I'll go into my other games now. So Nick was like, why the fuck are you playing Zombie? There's no point to it. It's just the shitty version with the Wii U stuff taken out. They actually redid a lot of things in this game. Like, it's not just a straight port. They've changed up some of the pacing. They've made the game feel better. They've added more weapons to it. It feels like a more together package. Like, honestly, I like it a lot. Even without the Wii U controls, which I did play a little bit of Zombie U, but I'm kind of liking this more, in all honesty. And they transferred the stuff that happens on the Wii U that was like Wii U specific. They've transferred it decently. I don't know how it works on like Xbox One or like PC, but on PS4 they use the touch controls, like the touchpad. So you can like basically open up your bag and look through your stuff. And when you open up your bag, they open up like a menu kind of in the middle of the screen, like a small menu. But like you can still see behind you and everything. So you're trying to go through that menu, and it's kind of intrusive, so you can't see in front of you because of that. And it works. It works really well. The like weapons you get now, they're more melee weapons, so you're not just going to be running around with a cricket bat for fucking ever. Guns are there's more guns also. Mm-hmm. It's like I said, it's better paced, and in all honesty, I think it feels like a better game because of the pacing being sped up and being more, I guess, like jump in, jump out friendly, which I think works really well for a roguelike, which is through and through what this game is. It's a roguelike. And
you're a roguelike.
Oh, thank you. So, yeah, I like Zombie. I've been playing that. And now I'm going to go on a rant for 30 minutes. I played Ark.
What's that?
It is the number one game on Steam.
A very big boat.
It's the number one game on Steam. It is a dinosaur hunter survival game. Uh-huh. It's been number one on the top sellers list for months. Just fucking months. And it hasn't left the top 10. In fact, for I think 4 months straight, it was number one on the top 10 list. Mm-hmm. I played it. I gave it a good 7-hour try last week, and I can honestly say, without a shadow of a doubt, is one of the worst fucking games I've ever played in my goddamn life.
I just don't think you know how it works. You probably should play it a little more.
Ooh. I don't think you're right. So here's the thing. First, let me explain how you tame dinosaurs in this game, because it's a fucking hoot. You can't use weapons to tame them. You have to run around without a weapon and punch them in the face until you knock them unconscious. That's right. You punch dinosaurs until you knock them unconscious. and then you drug them with berries that you've found, and you also give them good berries to keep them nourished while you have them knocked out.
That's pretty sweet.
It does, and it would work very well if it wasn't for the fact that if you aren't using a dedicated server and you just want to play like a multiplayer and not like buy a server or set up a server yourself, it tethers you. And let me explain what I mean by this. See, the game is very poorly optimized. In fact, it's so poorly optimized that they admit our game is shite currently in its state. And why would anyone buy this? And people still buy it. Because of the poor optimization, instead of fixing the issues, they put a Band-Aid on it, which says that if there are more than 2 people in a server, and one is the host of said server, and it's not a dedicated server, you cannot be more than 800 meters away from that person. So a survival game where the point is to split up and find resources and build a base and capture dinosaurs and do all this fun shit, if you are playing in multiplayer and you have not set up or bought your own dedicated server, you can't go explore, which does not work at all. Does not. It makes the game feel very, very slow. Also, your dinosaurs will randomly attack things, and sometimes they'll attack things that are bigger than them.
Well, that's what dinosaurs do.
As what dinosaurs do. I mean, it's very realistic.
Dinosaurs.
And if they die, you have to go tame another and do it all over again. And I know the taming doesn't sound bad, but imagine running back and forth from one spot to another, also hitting E on the grass repeatedly for about 45 minutes to an hour.
So why do you let your dinosaurs just die?
GG.
Here's the thing. I was just walking around with them, and I had them to protect me and everything. But then I was like, all right, okay, so we're going over here now. And I thought the AI would be smarter than to be like, that's a huge bitch. I'm going to go bite its ankles. The AI was not smarter than that.
But you taught it to protect you, so that's what it was doing. It protected you.
The huge bitch
It died for you.
It wasn't attacking me. It didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. There's nothing there.
Your dinosaurs died for you, Brandon.
Also, in order to do anything, like craft certain weapons, guns, anything, instead of, like, let's say, for instance, Minecraft, where you, like, find diamonds. So now you can make a diamond sword if you have enough. No, even if you have all the materials that take you a long time to get, you can't craft things unless you're the appropriate level. So on top of that, you have to level up your character repeatedly. How do you level up? You kill dinosaurs. But if you're killing dinosaurs, then you're not collecting dinosaurs. So that fucks you over later on in the game. So you're having to micromanage your levels, the base that you're building, your resources, your berries, and dinosaurs, while also taming and killing dinosaurs, while if you're in a multiplayer match with someone that isn't a dedicated purchased or put up server on your own, you can only move 800 meters away from the other player. And you have to do that all at once. And it's a pain in the ass. And it's obnoxious. And I'm giving it another try tonight because we found some things that allow us to speed up the taming process. We found some things that allow us to actually, like, go different places. Like, the best part of this game, the most fun I had with this game was 15 minutes where I found the Halo map, the silent cartographer, and I loaded it up and I was able to hunt dinosaurs in the original Halo 1 map. That was amazing. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool. That is the most fun I had with the game, and that was 15 minutes of play, as opposed to the other 7 hours that I spent trying to enjoy this game, which it felt like pulling teeth without anesthesia.
To be fair, though, this game is only in early access, and it's not even been in development for a year.
And they're releasing it this Christmas on PS4 and Xbox One.
No, they're not, actually. They're releasing it next year in June.
Is it June? Did they already go against that? Because they were saying holiday of 2015 before.
No, Xbox One's going to get early access in 2016. but not this year.
Okay, well, there you go. But anyway, this game's not fun.
This game's amazing. It has dinosaurs.
It's a chore. This game's a chore.
It's also unfinished.
Yeah,
It's
and it's unfinished.
Listen, even the best of pizzas are disgusting when they're not cooked.
I'm sorry, but this game feels like a second job that I don't want to have.
Wait until it's finished.
Yeah.
You don't understand. It has nothing to do with the way it's made.
It sounds like it has everything to do with the way it's made. Your complaints are all things that might be fixed based on user feedback. The game's not done yet.
But it's not. Everyone's like, oh, I love this. I love that it takes 2 hours to tame a T-Rex in real life. I love that it takes me that long and that much time, and I have to run around.
Realistically speaking,
I've not ever realistically tamed a T-Rex.
Okay, so how long do you know? How long, honestly, do you think it takes to like just spitball? How long do you think it takes to tame a T-Rex? 3, maybe 4 days?
I think it sounds fun to run around in the grass and hit E, running back and forth to something you've knocked out and feeding it berries from your inventory that you picked up out of the ground by running around and hitting E and doing that repeatedly for 2 hours. Do you think that's fun?
I mean,
do you
people
think
like
that
Animal
sounds
Crossing, to be fair.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing actually has more to do, though.
It's like run around and shake trees and then feed it to your animals or to
All I'm saying, an early access game that has at least another year of development to go through. A lot of what you can't be the only person who thinks it's bullshit that it takes so long to do things. So I'm sure they will fix a lot of your complaints, and if they don't, oh well, I mean, this is how it is.
And to be fair, it's only been on early access for less than 2 months at this point.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it says I'm looking at it right now. Release date, early access, June 2nd, 2015.
Bullshit.
That's what it says. I didn't make it up.
You're wrong.
Okay, that's fine, but that's what the thing says, so you can say whatever you want.
Alright, listen. This game is garbage. Alright, that's all I have to say.
It's also not finished.
Yeah. Not finished. I mean, you can give it the...
Here's the thing. I don't think you're allowed to give the excuse, oh, it's early access, because I've played so many fucking early access games that are actually good that don't feel like I just paid to have a second job. And so you if you think a game that's in early access is allowed to be shit.
Well,
because that's not how
it all depends on how...
You know what?
Yeah.
No. We're going to fucking talk about this. Eat a dick. So, you know what? You know what was in early access for a long time? Dungeon Defenders 2. You know what's still in early access right now? Dungeon Defenders 2. You know what's really fucking good? Dungeon Defenders 2.
But
you know what's a game and actually works correctly?
Games. That would be like me being like...
Alright, Rust also works really well.
Okay, no, let me finish my example, Brandon, before you get all cranky pants on me. But let's just say that, like, I went on Steam, and I bought... I don't know, I'm just going to make up a game.
Subnautica is a lot of fun. The Forest is a lot of fun.
So, what if I bought a game...
Killing Floor 2 is a lot of fun.
What if I bought a game that was called Super Fighting Game 3D, and I bought it, and then I'm like, wow, this game's garbage because I hate fighting games, but it's not because it's early access, because other people like it. It's clearly just a bad game.
That doesn't work in this case, because you're trying to say that I really hate survival games. Why do I have Subnautica? Why do I have The Forest? Why do I have Rust? All of which are survival games.
You said it yourself, a lot of people really like this game. So
yeah, and a lot of people are really fucking stupid. A lot of people are really fucking stupid.
I think you're just being really hard on this game for no reason. It's clearly just a game that you don't like.
You know what? I will family share with you just so you can live through my torment for about 4 hours.
What if I love this game?
I will say, this game is not finished yet.
I know.
That must be why.
That's fair. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, you know what, Nick? What if I play it
if your game's not finished and it's not in a fun playable state, then don't fucking put it up on early access.
But that's what early access is for.
Yeah. Not early.
That's exactly what early access.
Not every early access game has to be like completed. Like they're obviously trying to see what people.
No, it doesn't have to be completed, but it needs to feel like an actual game, not like a fucking chore.
Not
That's what I'm trying to say.
They can put up a game early in development and say, listen.
they can
want to build this game with the
that
community.
Still makes you have to like go out and do stuff. Still makes you have to put a lot of time into it, and it doesn't feel like a chore. For instance, the fucking Don't Starve. You had to spend time on that. You had to go and get resources. It took a lot of effort to get everything working correctly and in the right place. It didn't feel like a chore. It felt like an actual game. It actually gave you some kind of like feeling of accomplishment. This doesn't do.
But Don't Starve is done.
No, Don't Starve wasn't done when it was in early access, and when it was in early access, it was better than this. I don't know if
but
you know
also,
this,
you have to understand though, like, you have to understand that development teams are different, that the states of the games that are in are much different. There's a lot of variables.
You're not getting away with saying our game is shit, our game is poorly optimized, and we know it, but we're not going to fix it. Instead, we're going to put a cap on it so people can't go that far because of our shitty development. You can't do that.
It's early access. That's what they do. And the game
is not
finished.
I've never played a game in early access that has been like, we're going to not let you go far and explore because we made a shitty game with bad optimization. That doesn't happen.
But it's not done yet.
That doesn't happen in Rust. Oh, these aren't done yet either. That doesn't happen in the Forest.
But they've probably been in development much longer.
There's no guidelines to define what has to be done to release an early access. It has to have something to do. And like if that's what they want to have, be limited for the time being, then that's fine. Like it's not like there's some guidelines that have to be like, oh,
but that isn't fine. That doesn't work. Making it purposely punish the person that bought the game and that wants to support it and wants to help it, grow as an actual game in early access. Punishing people because of your shitty development process and your shitty way of fucking designing the game and your shitty optimization is not fair.
Well,
is not
and you know
right.
what you
if
should
you
do?
haven't got an optimized
You know what you should
game,
do? You know what you should do? Return it.
Access.
Like, stop bitching about it and returning it. If you hate it that much, if you want to show a message,
you can't return anything after 2 hours of playing it.
Well, that's your fault. If you hated it that much, you shouldn't have played it for 7 hours.
You can't do anything because how long it takes you to actually play the game. I am purposely convinced that the length of time that it takes to do things is on purpose, so you cannot refund this game. I am purposely convinced of it. I am.
No.
I don't know, Brandon. I think
it doesn't make sense to me for a company to say, all right, here's our game on early access. By the way, it's completely optimized. That doesn't make any sense.
It's 100% finished. It's completely optimized, but it's early access.
Fuck you. Listen to me. You don't have to have a completely optimized game. You don't have to fucking have a completely optimized game. That's fine. But attempting to even try is not fine. Getting stuck on objects, not being able to move, purpose progress wipes that don't make any sense.
There's games that are out that aren't even optimized. Look at Batman, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm. And you know what the thing is too, like the big.
And you know what? Batman was removed from the store. I don't know if you knew that, but it was removed from the
because it wasn't early access. It was a game that they said was done and it wasn't.
Exactly. That's the big difference. Like when you're buying early access, there's a risk to those kind of things. You have to go in knowing it.
I have more early access games than both of you combined. I've dealt with early access before. I like early access. This is not early access. This is even before early access. This is not something that should have been put up this early, is what I'm trying to say.
Please try to define what earlier than early access is. I like a phrase for this, so I know what we're talking about. Is it earliest access?
No, it's
like BC access.
This is pre-alpha. That's what this is. This is pre-alpha.
Okay, so if it's pre-alpha, then there's going to be mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. But the moral of the story is it's still not done.
You're the same kind of people right now, like that you complain about that are like, oh, EA can get away with it because they'll just update it, whatever. Who cares?
No, it's completely different.
No, it's not.
Said,
you're treating it exactly the same.
No,
it's
there
okay.
is a difference.
I know you're not PC
there is a
difference. You don't know how things work around here, but that's fine. Go on.
The difference is, and it's exactly like me and Nick are clearly on the same page with it. It's the difference between early access and full release. If they had said that this was the final full release of this game and it was like that, I can imagine Nick and me would both be like, that's bullshit. That shouldn't be like that. But
very standards.
But like I said, it's early access. There's no definition to like
I
what
said,
they need to release, and every studio is different. Maybe they want it out earlier than the other ones. Maybe they don't care about having it. They want people to try it. Like that's, I can give a little bit of slack with them going out there and saying this is early access. I mean, we talked about it before in the podcast where people will try to pull off like shit games and release them as full games. I mean, you talked about one last week where there was that game that was just one level. Wasn't that last week? Yeah. And you know what? That was a full release, and that was bullshit. But if they had gone through and said, this is early access, we want you to try our game, it's not finished yet, then we'd be like, okay, this game is clearly not finished. That's why it only has one level.
Okay, let me add one more caveat to this. This early access game that is early access, so of course it's not going to be finished yet, and it's not it doesn't have all the stuff, and it's not optimized correctly and everything. It's $30
that you paid and thought, all right, this is a value that I agreed to pay to. And that money, correct me if I'm wrong, when you buy a game in early access, that money goes towards the development of the game.
Oh, no, you're definitely right there. You're definitely right.
So it's almost like a Kickstarter where you get a pre-alpha demo.
Will actually be better, but currently it is not good whatsoever. And there are plenty of early access games that are like this. There are plenty that aren't, though.
But
I was hoping this was one of the cases where a game was actually good when it was in early access. There are plenty that are, and it's not. This is not.
And you gotta remember too, though. I mean, there were points when like Rust and DayZ were out where people didn't like them very much either. I mean, when DayZ came out, it was like incredibly overcomplicated.
DayZ still is.
It probably still is, but it's gotten through like a lot of the hurdles that it had. They made it easier to like install. Like I mean, if you think about like the complications.
DayZ was free to begin with, though. Just saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's their choice.
But it's it still wasn't a finished product. It was basically it's still in early access, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It's never leaving early access.
Yeah, but still, the point is like there is definitely
didn't like the person that developed it get arrested or something.
No, he left. No. He didn't. He went to go. He's making that Microsoft thing, isn't he? That one game you hate.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could have gotten arrested too. I don't know, but at least last I heard, he's just not working on it anymore. But anyways, I think that's.
Oh no, I meant like he went over somewhere to get like ideas for like concept art, and like they didn't like him taking pictures of things, and they tried to say that he was like a spy or some shit, and they tried to arrest him. I don't remember where it was. It was some overseas area, like the kind of area that you don't want to be taking pictures in.
Oh, I know what story you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't remember who it was. He's taking pictures of like military bases or something.
Yeah,
but I don't remember.
It was someone that works on DayZ, but I don't remember.
And it was a game developer too. I remember that. But yeah, I don't remember which project or anything like that. I remember the story you're talking about now.
Yeah, it was DayZ, but I don't know which one. It may have been the original like Arma 3 or Arma 2 DayZ thing. I don't know.
Could be too. But anyways. Moving on. Do you have anything else game-wise to talk about?
I did play a new card game that Adult Swim made. Super Monsters 8 My Metropolis.
Uh-huh.
Which is like, if either of you ever played Monsters 8 My Condo, which is a fun-ass mobile game. Monsters 8 My Metropolis is that, but instead of like match 3 with the condos, it's a 4-card like system, like rock paper scissors system, where like one card beats the other, and so on and so forth. The microtransactions are not good for it, like not good at all. But the game itself is pretty solid, and if you can get over the microtransaction shit, it's a lot of fun. So I liked that. It's free to play, so I guess give it a try if you want. Arc sucks.
And it was Arma 3 for the developers that were arrested in Greece, apparently.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Greece of all places. I'm surprised they even had the funds to...
This was probably before they all went bankrupt. Maybe they wouldn't have... I mean, but maybe they needed that money from them.
Here's the thing.
And listen, I'm Greek, so I see a stipend in my check every week going directly to the country, so no one's saying anything.
So, here's the thing. I'm giving Arc another try with some stuff that we found to like modify the files and whatnot to make it supposedly more fun. So we're trying that tonight, me and Katie, because Katie and I got this game so we could play together because she wanted to try it out. So I was like, all right, I'll play if you want me to. And she's like, okay. So we got 2 copies and we played that a bit. And she actually for a while was on the same page as me that a lot of the shit was really stupid. But when she played it in single player, she was like, this is actually really good when you're not like tethered to one another. So like they just need to fix that shit and then it would be a better game. So currently, I'm hoping later on down the line, which they say they're going to, but currently the tether makes the multiplayer aspect of the game not fun. And it's a multiplayer game. So that kind of sucks. So instead of assuming that everyone has a shitty rig and it's not going to run correctly because of their poor optimization, they should let other people make that decision on if they want that there or not. That would be a smarter move. And there's plenty of options in the game itself, so it seems like that's something that they could just do very, very easily. So, I mean, it feels like an oversight on their part, in my opinion. And like I said, I'm giving this game another try later on tonight. So I'll check back with you guys next week, and after adjusting some things and trying to look further into it and like fix the problems, if there is an ability to, I'll let you know if it's better. Because, yeah, I have seen lots of promise in the game when I've looked over and seen her playing it. I really have. It's just, whenever I'm playing it in multiplayer, I don't have fun. And if you don't have fun in a multiplayer game, then what the fuck is the point of having a multiplayer sandbox game? And that's how I feel about it. So, without all the hatred and vitriol and all that good stuff, that is my real assessment of the game in a very calm and collected fashion. If you're going to make a multiplayer survival game, don't assume that just because some people have shit rigs and can't handle things that it's going to be the same for everyone, and give them the choice whether to have a tether or not when you're playing in multiplayer, because some people just like to play together like with family members, with friends, and not in like a big fucking 80-person server with a bunch of randoms that can come in and fuck your shit up. Because that's fun for some people, but I don't like being griefed. And I don't know how you guys feel about that in other games, but I don't like games where people can just come and wreck all the shit you've been working on forever because some little fucking 14 or 15-year-old thought it would be a fun way to spend their day is terrorizing
that sounds like Rust.
you. And, yeah, that happens in Rust if you don't have your own server to control that sort of thing. But you could definitely control it a lot better there. And Rust doesn't tie you together and be like, you can only go so far because our game is so poorly optimized. And
Rust is also much further in development, so I mean,
Rust has always been poorly optimized, though, and it never had this sort of thing. It still is poorly optimized, but it doesn't. Punish the person
the games made by the same team?
No, but that's not the point. The point is, it's just not a good idea to punish your fucking fan base for something that you're not good at. I mean, that just seems like a shitty move. So I'm gonna keep going back to this game, and I'm gonna try to have fun. If I get to the 12-hour mark and I still am not enjoying it, now you know what? If I get to the 20-hour mark and I'm still not enjoying it, I will just say, you don't understand how easy it is to like lose hours in this game. Like something that should not take that long, like building a small house or something. It takes a fuck ton of time.
Although, to be fair, if you're losing time in it, there's clearly something they're doing right. Like, boring games are really boring. Like, I always think about how much time I'm wasting in it, but, you know, if the time is slipping away like that, they must be doing something right. Although I would say, like, don't rush to put your 20 hours in. Just give them time to catch up.
I'm not rushing, but I'm going to play, like, 4 or 5 hours every week, so yeah. I'm trying to enjoy this game. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it just feels like, and like I don't even want to say early access, because like I was saying, I've played so many better early access games when they first released. Even
it's fair to say it's a poor early access game.
It is. It's a poor early access game.
But
and if we can I mean, yeah, it's definitely a poor early access game. It's like DayZ level of poor.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't care because it's early, whatever.
Yeah, but like I said, people are more willing to forgive a lot of stuff because it is early access. And I just think it's unfair to completely write a game off when it's not even out yet.
I'm not completely writing it off. I'm just saying, in its current state, which I did use the word in its current state multiple times while describing this, this game is shit. That is what I've said. That doesn't mean it can't not be shit later. Just like other games that have started out in early access really good, I've been like, this game's fantastic, and then like fucking 4 weeks or like 3 updates later, they've fucked everything up because of their hardcore group that's like, no, I'll make everything harder, make everything impossible to do because that's the way this game should be, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, there's still people that want Civ 5 to be longer, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So. But, yeah, I mean, we get it. We
3 that are still lasting today and have been lasting longer than the people have been alive. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
But anyways, are you all gamed out?
Yeah, I guess.
You're gonna give us a news theme.
Oh, fuck. Here's the news for everyone. Please enjoy the news. Where are you going? Please don't run. Come back. We have news.
Brandon's not angry anymore. Alright, so news-wise, Nintendo announced a lot of release dates today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I have nothing, because I literally just woke up when I got on the podcast.
Is that why we had to wait 2 hours?
No. I went earlier to do everything, because I was able to do that instead.
Yeah.
I had to go around and get some stuff, like
Nice.
groceries and shit.
So anyways, yeah, so Nintendo announced a lot of new release dates today. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival's coming out November 13th. It's going to include the Isabelle and Digby Amiibos. There is an Animal Crossing Amiibo 3-pack.
Crossing. Oh, I'm so happy.
Which is KK, Slider, Reese, and Cyrus. Apparently, it's the 3-pack's the only way to get those 3 Amiibos in the U.S. The other 3 Amiibo Animal Crossing that I didn't mention, like, what is it? Nook, Mabel, and I don't know any of the other characters. Those ones are apparently going to be sold separately, like as individual units. So you get 2 at the game, there's a 3-pack, and then there's 3 more that you have to buy separately. So, there's that. Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater, coming out just before Halloween, October 22nd. It's eShop exclusive, and it's free to start.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, so apparently the way it works is apparently the first chapter's free, and some of the second chapter's free, but then you have to pay after that.
Listen, I'm not going to lie, that actually sounds like a really good idea, and I don't know how many of you guys have played any Fatal Frame games, but they're really fucking scary.
Yeah,
so I think giving people the ability to see just how scary it is before leaving, like, I'm going to go into this game and enjoy it, because these games are not fun. These games are not fun at all. They're the exact opposite of fun. These are probably, like, one of the only horror games that legit freak me the fuck out and make it where I cannot sleep. That's it. I'm done. And I have scared a grown man with this game before, so like there's that also. Like this fucking tall ass like guy, he was like, I want to get a game for Halloween. And like this is when I used to be with a lot of friends, like hang out with them and stay at their house. And he was like, what should I get? And I was like, oh, you should get Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, I believe it was. And he was like, all right, cool. And he's like tough macho man, so whatever. So he gets this, and then he's like, I'm gonna go play this in the dark in the back room. And so he starts playing it, and then like
decisions are made.
I hear the girliest scream I've ever heard in my entire life, and I'm just like, so how was it? He's like, I'm taking this back to Blockbuster, so I'm gonna go now. And it scared him fucking. Dude, this was for fucking ever ago, man. This was when PS2 games were for rent at Blockbuster. But yeah, like it scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, it's gonna be my Halloween game this year, and it's nice.
It's a really good series.
Yeah, so I can't wait to try that. Also, Star Fox Zero is coming out November 20th, along with the Falco Amiibo. Apparently, they're coming out on the same day. Not a packaged together thing though, from what it sounds like. Mewtwo, it's coming out November 13th. Amiibo.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. Mii Fighter, the Amiibo 3-pack is November 1st. And then, my favorite announcement of the day, Mega Yarn Yoshi.
Fuck yes.
It's coming out November 15th. It is giant, and it's $40, and it looks amazing. So, thank you, Mega Yarn Yoshi. We love you, and I cannot wait to have you in my house.
I would buy that.
I'm totally buying it. Like, I don't care. I got my 3 Yarn Yoshis in today. Like, I imported them. So they all showed up.
I got my NES. I like my NES. It's awesome.
So, I'm so excited for that.
I haven't removed it from the box yet.
Oh, no. I also got my, Dr. Mario and Olimar and Bowser Jr. They all came in today for me, too.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was pretty awesome. But the Yarn Yoshis are adorable. I fucking love them. Okay. Anyways, move back on to news.
Is it a viable option to have them at the foot of your bed or, like, the top of your bed and not, like, fucking, like, roll over and hit one of them and fucking hit the hard part with your eye and be like, ow, that hurt?
They don't really have a hard part. They're soft, but they're not, like, super soft. I don't know how to describe it. They definitely are...
They're like Beanie Babies?
They're definitely tougher than Beanie Babies.
Okay, alright.
Mm-hmm. What would I describe them as? They're like very thickly packed stuffed animals.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they're probably more like dog toy consistency, I would say. They would not work as dog toys. They would try in a second. But like like I said, they're well packed. They're not like I also described it earlier as like keychain kind of size too. So a little smaller than I expected. But Mega Yoshi looks like he would be much more sleep with you type Yoshi. So
yay!
Mega Yoshi, like probably like right next to my bed, and be like, "Good night, you little adorable motherfucker."
Yeah, exactly. And I'll just stand right there and watch you. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, Nintendo put cameras inside of it, and then fucking be like, "This is what he dreams about because we can read the cerebral cortex of his brain, so now we know what to make and sell you."
Jesus.
All right, so on to my favorite news of the week. Picross 3D 2 is coming for the 3DS, at least in Japan. It's October, Japan. Do you guys ever play Picross 3D? It's like the best game.
No, I never played Picross.
Oh no, Picross 3D is so awesome.
I've never actually played the 3D version of it.
I know of it, I just never...
Like, Picross, like itself, like normal Picross, it's okay, like I get it. Picross 3D is fucking amazing. I was addicted to that game when it came out, and I always wanted another one. So now that this one's coming out, I am super psyched. It's in Japan only at the moment, which is disappointing. But if that game doesn't come here, I mean, there's nothing to localize. So it better come out. Like, they really have no reason. And I love it. So I'm excited for that. All right. Nintendo files patent for a system with no optical disc drive. Thought this was interesting. There's not too much to go
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care anymore about physical disc. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, there's two speculation points on this one. It's either A, it's going to be a download system, which I'm totally fine with. If that's the route they're going to go, then that's fine. The second one, though, is that it could possibly be like mobile cards instead, like cartridges.
Which isn't too far-fetched.
No, it isn't. Especially if people like to believe in the theory that the NX is going to be a portable system and a home system, it would make sense. I mean, the Vita TV, theoretically, it does the same thing. You can plug your Vita games into it, or you can plug it into your Vita.
Not gonna lie, I love my Vita TV. I am enjoying it.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice that you can do those kind of things.
Did you say,
No.
I thought you said, I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I still haven't opened mine out of my box, but I bought one, so I really can't complain.
It works really well. I actually haven't found a game yet that doesn't work with it. I know there used to be an issue where you had a lot of games that didn't work on it, but every single game I've bought off the store or gotten for free has worked on Vita TV so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so anyways, it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing with NX. So, Pokken Tournament for the Wii U.
That's probably my favorite bit of news that I've seen. That makes me happy.
Fighting games don't do too much for me, so I looked at the trailer and I'm like...
Tekken is my favorite fighting game. This game is based off Tekken.
It looks like Tekken to me from watching it.
Fucking sold.
Even I could see that. So yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But I'll probably end up thinking about buying it. So, Final Fantasy VII's on iOS. I don't care, but I thought someone else might.
I hate Final Fantasy VII. I think it's one of the worst Final Fantasies.
Final Fantasy VII is the best Final Fantasy VII if that's all you've played.
Yeah, exactly.
So if somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, 7's my favorite," and you're like, "Wow, you haven't played any other Final Fantasies then."
Yeah.
Or they've only played ones after
5?
it.
What's that?
No, because then he would have played Final Fantasy 9, so that doesn't work.
I don't know. Most people tend to like
9's better than 7. I don't give a shit. 9's so
9
good.
is much better.
But I have no legs to stand on in that discussion, so you guys can go wherever you want with that.
9 is
my
better
only
than
thing-
7. 8
only
has got a better story than 7, in my opinion.
I don't particularly like Squall, but I don't particularly like Cloud either. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I think
everybody
Squall over Cloud any day.
needs to take into consideration. While it's very awesome games like Final Fantasy VII, I think there's a few other Square Enix Final Fantasy games on the phones as well. They eat up a lot of your battery life.
They sure do.
I'm sure they do.
And I remember specifically, I'm not sure if it's still like this, when my brother had one of his iPhones. He was playing one of the games on his phone and had the phone plugged in, and it was still draining battery.
They fixed that.
Okay, so here's the thing. You want to play these games, you're probably better suited to buy them on Steam, the PlayStation Store, and whatnot, besides no one wants to play Final Fantasy VII.
I have heard
anyway.
that 7 is actually really good on iOS.
So, I don't want to play Final Fantasy VII with touch controls in general, so that.
Okay.
Fancies work really well with touch controls, also just saying.
So, anyways, other news. Rock Band. They got the disc-only pre-order coming out. It is a little more expensive. Finally? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said finally.
Yeah, no, I tweeted them like a month or so ago. I was like, so are we going to have a disc-only pre-order? Because I have the full band set from when I originally bought Rock Band 2 years ago. And they were like, well, what the fuck?
I was going to buy it again. I mean, I don't really. $250, whatever.
But, so yeah, they announced that you can have software only. But if you have Xbox One, it's $20 more because the Xbox 360 did not use Bluetooth, I believe.
Yep, that's
so
correct.
Whereas the PS3 used Bluetooth, it kind of just works with the PS4. Whereas the Xbox One, they actually had to make a receiver, plugs into your Xbox One. You can hook your controllers up to the receiver, and then goes through the box into the system as well. So that's a little unfortunate for people who want to buy that game for Xbox One, but
that's
unfortunate for my thousands of dollars of Xbox 360.
But yeah, like I honestly at this point, it's like if you have that much DLC, you might as well just bite the bullet. Like, all right, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Like I said, you can't play the game without it, so there's really no reason not to. So yeah. Any other news you guys want to talk about?
I don't believe.
Like I said earlier, fucking Grandia 2 released on PC today, and it looks amazing.
Oh, I have one little tidbit real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't talk about when I played my games. I played Sonic Dreams Collection. Do not play Sonic Dreams Collection.
Oh my god, Sonic Dreams Collection is the best thing ever. Did you find any of the crazy shit in it?
I went into it without any knowledge, and I played Movie Maker.
So sorry.
Oh my god. I'm not going to go into it.
Big the Cat scare you?
Big the Cat didn't scare me as much of what I came out of.
Oh, okay. Got ya.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, that was a very... the funniest part of that game is when you're playing my roommate Sonic, and you're like getting texts and emails from Eggman.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil something for you. All right, this doesn't spoil the game, but this is for you because I'm guessing you didn't get to play it. Did you find the way to play the second game?
The one that's just like an unfinished game. It said.
Did you figure out how to play it? There is a corrupted file in the actual folder. And if you run it, it runs a fake Sega Net thing. There's a password you get in My Roommate Sonic. It flashes on the TV for a minute, and it gives you a name and password. And you type that in to the thing, and then you can play the Eggman's Origin game, which is the weirdest fucking thing I've seen in my
really don't want. After
Can I
everything
explain
else,
it then?
I don't want.
Can I explain it then? You guys mind? Because not many people have found this at all.
Go for it.
You start out with your Sonic OC character that you made. He is in like a, I guess the easiest way to put it is like he looks like a Spore character.
Oh.
And he walks around with really long legs. And in the middle of the screen, it's just nothing but like white background with like hills and stuff. But in the very, very background of it, you could see like a one of the loop-de-loops from like Green Hill Zone. And in the middle of the entire map is Robotnik, and he's an egg, a literal egg sitting there. And you have to go and walk around, and you have one button you can press, and it like is a sonar, and you find worms, and you pick them up in your Sonic OC's mouth, and you go and you feed them to Robotnik. You do this until something happens, and when this something happens, it is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't want to play it. That game was weird as fuck in general. I really don't want to.
Did you try grabbing the moon in the hotel stage? Because you can grab the moon and pull it all the way down to you.
No, I did not. That's amazing, though.
Inside of it, there's an eye, and it talks to you when you walk inside of it, and it's like, as like it's whispering in like a language that doesn't make any sense, and it's making like loud noises and shit. It's really fucking creepy. Brandon, there's a lot of really creepy shit in the game, like really fucking creepy. Yeah, what's up?
You disgust me.
What? Opening all this?
Yes.
You disgust me.
I watched YouTube videos on it. That's the only reason.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure that's what it was. Is the YouTube videos.
I mean, I just downloaded it and played it without any, But yeah, that was a trip to be had.
You can get on the skyscrapers outside of the delivery room.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know what the hell we're talking about, this probably sounds really weird because we're like, what you come out of, the delivery room, the hotel, grabbing the moon, there's an eye inside of it, all this other shit. Sonic Dreams Collection is made by the same people that made that Bubsy game, like the remake that was like really fucking weird, that was browser based. It's made by those people. And they're really, I think they're legitimately insane. And, if you haven't played Sonic Dreams Collection, what it is a fake compilation of Sonic Dreamcast games that were never put out, and they're all really fucking creepy in some way, shape, or form. Like, there's a Sonic Movie Maker where you grab a hand cam and you record scenes from different Sonic locales, but it gets darker and darker and darker. Until you're
literally darker.
And then there's things like create my own Sonic OC. And like it's just a joke game and it's really fucking funny. And there's like one that's even like an Oculus Rift game that my roommate's oh my god, it's so good.
I forgot that was Oculus.
Yeah, so if you want a treat, either look up Sonic Dreams Collection or actually play it yourself and experience this madness, because it's Game of the Year material currently. It is definitely Game of the Year material. So there you go.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap up? Any more disgusting Sonic secrets?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
I think you would like Sonic Dreams, Mike. I honestly do.
You were really grasping at straws on that one, Brandon.
I think you would. I would, because it like makes fun of Sonic fans. The entire thing does, like, big time.
The uneasiness in your voice.
You know what? So, thank you everyone for listening to us tonight. You can find our podcast on Facebook.
This is Mike wants to say something, but he doesn't want to say it on the air mode. That's what's happening right now.
You can find us our podcast on Facebook or on Twitter at GMECRUNCH. Download our new episodes on iTunes, on Stitcher, or on YouTube, or from the website doublegaming.com. Leave us a review, share the podcast with your friends. We really appreciate any feedback you want to give us. You can do it on Twitter, wherever. Message us personally. Whatever you want to do. I don't know.
Have a stroke because he was like, you can do it on Twitter, wherever.
Whatever you want to do.
Dreams Collection.
Yeah, the game is still making me sick, Brandon. Sick!
Oh, you've played it?
No.
Have you seen it played?
It's just like, no, No, we're not talking about this anymore.
Well, I'll explain it to you off the air with some of the shit you do in it. It's amazing.
No.
You've got to know.
So, you can also get ready to play through Shadows of the Damned with us in our community playthrough coming in September.
And then be on the lookout for our next community playthrough, Sonic Dreams Collection.
Just the name Sonic makes me nauseated.
It's so good. Good.
And thank you, Samus, for the logo, and Loyals for the awesome theme song. Brandon, do you have anything to send out on? I don't care. Nick, what?
I don't. But there you go. I was going to say, everyone play Sonic Dreams Collection.
Nick, how about you? Anything to send out on?
It better be everyone play Sonic Dreams Collection.
Don't play Sonic Dreams Collection. Go play Sonic 2. That's what I did this weekend, and I love it.
Sonic 2 is great. Not Sonic Adventure 2.
What?
Sonic 2, great. Sonic Adventure 2, not great. We've had this discussion recently.
I know, but I mean, it always floors me when I hear you say something that's Sonic related is great. I mean, it's just a thing.
I don't know.
What about Sonic 3? Do you like Sonic 3?
It's okay.
Okay. What about Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
The Genesis games are good, I would say, and I also like Adventure for Dreamcast, and everything else is intolerable that I have played.
There you go. That's fine. That's a fair assessment.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, anyways, my name is Mike Anastasia. You can find me on the internet. I am Clash Penguin on Twitter or your favorite gaming consoles. And until next week, game on!
Game on.
No.
Sonic Dreams on.
No! So what do you do with your amiibo boxes when you open them? Do you throw them away?
Yeah, right in the trash.
Okay. Because I have a whole box, and that's actually a lie. I have 2 overflowing boxes of amiibo boxes at this point, and I'm like, why do I have these still? I need to get rid of them.
I've seen good uses for them where people cut out the top portions, then use those But I mean, the way I have mine set up, and I'm not sure if I've shown you guys.
Yeah, you bought one of those spice rack things, right?
Yeah, but one the 3-tier stands from Amazon, which works perfectly. But no, when I open them up, box open, goes in the trash, done.
Yeah, I mean, I have no at first I was like, oh, the boxes look so nice, and now I'm just kind of like, honestly, what have I done with the boxes since I've gotten them last year? I've put them in a box, and then they've just done nothing. I'm like, I don't care about the boxes. That's what I decided today. So.
I've kept the boxes for my pop figures, the ones that aren't destroyed.
Yeah.
But, that's because those can be resealed. The amiibo boxes, you literally have to rip them open to get the amiibo out. And I'm not going to sit there with a friggin' heat gun and melt the glue. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm going to rip it out and be done with it.
And the strange thing is, honestly, it looks like you can sell them on eBay reasonably. But I just don't, have you ever thought about the logistics of shipping 50 amiibo boxes somewhere? It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I've been trying to. I have this friend, and I was like, "Do you want these amiibo boxes? I'll give them to you for $20." And he's like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Are you sure?"
Are you sure?
I might just give them to you. I don't want to throw them away. I just don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take them and then throw them away, that's fine. I don't care. I just don't want to throw them away. I don't know.
Any figures I normally get, my Samus one. My Figma, or I have some anime figures. I keep the boxes for those because they actually work perfectly with storage. But the Amiibos one, like I said, you can't put them back in. Once I rip them open, it's done with. They're out on the shelf. I don't care.
Yep, and they look great on the shelf too. Honestly, I think they will look way better on the shelf than they do in their packages. And I got the last 3 imports that are out in Japan today. And I got all the Yarn Yoshis today. They all came in.
Are you gonna get that Mega Yarn Yoshi?
Fuck yes. I want that $40 monstrosity. I don't know why.
Somebody posted on Reddit, and I didn't understand it because I didn't see the article announcing it yet. Somebody posted it was a normal Yarn Yoshi sitting down, and then your main character from Pokemon using the Mega Evolve bracelet, and then going to the Yoshi standing up. And I was like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. This is Yoshi going from sitting down to standing up. And then I saw the article where they announced the Mega Yarn Yoshi for $40, and I was like, oh, I need this.
That's why. I know. And it looks like it's like... Because the one thing I realized with the Yarn Yoshis, now that I have them today, they're way smaller than I expected them to be. I mean, they're not like ridiculously tiny, but they're like keychain stuffed animal size tiny.
Because the Mega one looks almost as big as my World of Nintendo Bowser.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, there's a picture Nintendo put out of it next to a Wii U gamepad. And, like, I wonder if I can find it for you. As I know I have it here. But I feel like that gives you, like, a much better idea of how big it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's probably as long as the gamepad is, I would say. Here's the picture. Will this work? Let's see. Can I just paste images in here?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
I have to download it.
Oh, it's still spinning. Like, it's not done on my side yet. That's why.
I was say, is Skype fucking up now? I'm like, oh, goddamn it. I felt that last piece of Rock Band news was needed. I don't know if you saw
the standalone disc one. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, they announced that you can pre-order the standalone disc, but if you're getting on Xbox One, you can't get a standalone disc for Xbox One because it comes with a $20 receiver that you need to use Legacy Instruments.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But so it's like $80 for Xbox One, $60 for PS4.
Yeah, did I put that news in there? Oh, no, I didn't. But yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Like, I'm not surprised about that at all because you can't. There's no way to play it otherwise.
That looks like it could destroy my gamepad.
I know.
I love it. I need it.
I know. It's so adorable. And its eyes are glossy, too. Like, if you look at the regular, like the Yarn Yoshis, like their eyes are more like stickers. Whereas,
this picture's also ultra high def. I can scroll into the fabric and see the stuff inside.
This is a press photo. So, I know. It's really nice.
Fantastic. All right. I will be right back. I'm going to get a beverage.
After these messages, you'll be right back.